Tonight I have chosen 5 of the best articles from the project that I did earlier this week. And I'd like to go over them, summarize, and critique them based on the information that they provided. The first article is called Temperament and Depressive Symptoms in At-Risk Children, Aggression and Learning Problems as Mediating Factors. It's by Sherman Lee and Kelsey Rice. And these authors really wanted to stress the importance of temperament and how it can be a leading role in children who have depression. In the study, in the article there was a study conducted of 96 students. And now, in order to eliminate any bias, all of the students averaged 8 years old. And they had similar IQs and all exhibited signs of at-risk of depression. The study was broken down into 3 parts. It studied learning problems, aggression, and adaptability. And the results were that children with adaptability issues were the ones most likely to express depression. Now, this is a big deal since schools are constantly changing, and it can be stressful for the children who don't know how to cope with the constant change. It's important for professionals to better understand the factors that can cause depression, because maybe if we understand them, we can teach the skills that are necessary for children in order to avoid any deepening of the depression in them. The second study is called A Cross-Sectional Study to Assess the Intelligence Quotient of Social-Going Children 10 to 12 years of age in villages of Mysore district, India, with different fluoride levels. And it's by Shibu Thomas Sebastian and S. Sunitha. Now, an IQ stands for Intelligent Quotient. The study was conducted overseas, but I do feel that the results can still be used here in America. The test, what it was actually, the study took a bunch of children from different villages. They each have different water sources, and in these water sources, different amounts of fluoride are put into them. And so the study wanted to look at the children from all these varying levels of fluoride and see how their IQs were. The results were that the higher the fluoride was in the water, the lower IQ level that child actually had. While I don't believe that this exact situation could happen here because we have so many regulations and code enforcements, I do believe that we can take something from this study. We can look at how chemicals affect children and their brains and possibly make a difference. We can watch what the children are taking in via food or any other element and realize that it does impact their brain. The third study or article that I have today is called It's Elementary, Social Skills Boost Confidence, and it is written by Catherine Preston. Now, this author really wanted to show the reading audience why social skills are so important in schools. Children who are not taught social skills often struggle in the classroom, and that's because they're so busy trying to learn how to be a student, learn how to be a teacher, or learn how to be a friend, and learn how to be without their parents, that they can't focus on the task at hand. They have a hard time of letting go of the social aspect and focusing on the assignment. Now, social skills can be taught to students in a varying amounts of ways. The teacher can put students in groups together where they can share ideas and communicate, or the teacher could have class discussions where everybody gets involved. It's actually been proven that children who have better social skills do test better on test scores. And so some schools have actually taken the initiative to put aides in their classrooms in order to focus mainly on communication. So these aides take on the task of working one-on-one with students and boosting their social skills. And this is all in an effort to get grades up, make more achievement, so we can focus on these skills and get them out of the way. This is not something that all schools are doing. Not every school has aides in their class. It's kind of a new thing and a movement rather. But it is important, and now that through this article we can see the importance and we can make the initiative to help children gain these skills. The next article that I want to share is a comparison between the effect of cooperative learning teaching method and lecture teaching method on students' learning and satisfaction level. And it is by Farzad Mohammajani and Foruzan Tonkabani. This article is about different ways that children learn. It kind of breaks down two methods that are usually used in the classroom, and those are cooperative learning or lecture learning. Lecture learning being where the teacher stands at the front of the classroom, the children sit in their seats and watch the teacher as they read out of a textbook or work on the dry erase board. And so the authors of this article wanted to test the theory, which method is better. And so cooperative learning, where children work in small groups, and lecture learning were compared with each other. They took 4th grade students and a few 5th grade students, and they gave them a questionnaire. Now they gave the same questionnaire twice in order to make sure it was accurate. And it actually found that students perform better when using cooperative learning. And this is because the students they're working one-on-one, they have an open line of communication, they're sharing ideas, and this only works if all the students participate in the group, sharing ideas and then receiving the feedback that their peers have. And so by being one-on-one in a close, intimate group allows the child to really take more from the experience. And so now we have children who are being more creative and really getting that one-on-one. And that study that was conducted proved that the cooperative learning really is the way to go. It helps children learn more. And so that article is very, very beneficial for teachers because this is a method that can be implemented on a regular basis. And the final article that I have today is called Parental Involvement on Students' Learning Abilities and Achievement in the English Subject by A.M. Sultana and Nurani Binti Rosli. This study was conducted over in Malaysia. We worked with Malaysian children. They were given multiple studies in the past, not just these children. All children have been given multiple studies. There's many articles on it about how important it is for parents to be involved in their children's education. There's so many, this is a hot topic that a lot of people are studying. And this particular study actually was a questionnaire, and it was given to the children with various questions about their home life, how their parents interact, and it confirmed the findings of all the other articles that parental involvement is crucial for a child's achievement. And not only did it find that it was important, it found that it was important at every age, not just kindergartens, but also high schoolers and everything in between. Children need that stimulation from home. It lists how in the article, it lists how the Malaysian government can take charge and influence a change because it's not something very popular over in Malaysia. And so it shows that there's initiative there to help the students boost in their education by involving the parents more. And it's important to see as a teacher that we need to encourage parents to be active in their children's education. And those are my 5 articles, and they're all beneficial, as you can see, for education, for being a teacher. You can take results from these studies and implement them into your own classroom.